Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today, take flights in the Airbus A321, the MegaPack version, on a flight from here in Brasilia to Salvador. So domestic Brazil flight today. We're down in South America, and yes, I thought, with the IVAO community down here oh so active, it's a shame not to kind of do it more often, so we put a fun little route today. Domestic Brazil is about an hour, 40 odd minutes today, so it's an average flight length today, short haul. And should be quite a bit of fun this, of course, in the 321. So jump to the cockpit, set the aircraft up, and prepare ourselves for our flights today. So, should be a pretty standard setup for us indeed. Right, so first things first, activate the batteries. Solar power comes on. Activates the electrical system, set the 3 ADAs to nav. Arm the emergency lights. Bus tire comes on, solar power is active, that's looking good. Set temperatures up towards their midpoints. That looks fine, and that should be oxygen supply active. Set the nav lights on, strobes to automatic. Okay, on or off, so I'll leave them off for now. And that should be the overhead ready to go. No smoking on, seatbelt sign to do later. Right, got our fuel pop up now, so quickly do the fuel on board this flight today, which is going to be, how can we convert these into pounds, won't I? 9534, so 9534 kg in LBS. 21018, 21018. So 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, that'll do. 40% fuel tank, that looks fine. So we have to use a slightly older version here. In fact, that doesn't even work anymore. Fair enough. Yeah, we are using a slightly dated version of the A32NX to get it to work with the 321. It's not a big issue there. It just means we're using slightly outdated aircraft, but for the most part, service-wise, it should still give us the same effects indeed. So increase brightness, get everything up and running. Get a bit brightness up on the MSFS here. Clear that. Turn on the radios 1 and 2. Put them onto VHF 1. There's no overhead rights. No, nothing on the right hand side there. That looks fine. That looks fine. Got fuel in the aircraft now, so you can activate the fuel pumps and activate the seatbelt sign. We'll do that as soon as you get packs on here. Right, IRS initialization. So we're going to fly from Sierra Bravo Bravo Romeo, SBBR, to Sierra Bravo Sierra Victor, SB SV. Perfect. We will, we'll align the IRS. That'll take a couple of minutes. Plug in our flight number, which is LA3356. Our cost index of 9. And our cruising altitude at flight level 350, 35,000 feet. Next page, back from the aircraft. Block fuel on board. Out of range isn't it? Because it's the 321. It's going to be 22.3. Block fuel on board is in kilos 9.53, and that's all ready to go. Perfect, right, over to flight plan, but before we do that, let's load some passengers. So we are departing from Brasilia to Salvador, 3356, 35,000 feet, hour 30 on the clock, departure in approximately 24 minutes, flying a 321 with a passenger count of 211, 211. So, what's full house? 14, so pretty much full house today. There is Wi-Fi, if I recall. There's no entertainment. There's no boarding music I think we've got for LATAM. Oh, we have got it. LATAM boarding music, LATAM safety briefing. Okay, good stuff. Because I did LATAM a little while ago. There was a flight down, I think it was LATAM Chile, so it's good to see that I've actually got those still on here. Do get snacks, we don't get meal service, and with that, let's get boarding, shall we? So it's live weather, live time. Just trying to get this as accurate as possible. Justin, finally got Microsoft Flight Sim today, very good. How'd you find it? Darvax installing Auto for Explain, very nice. I'm good, Sistra, I'm good, how are you today? Yes, Marco, this is the MegaPack A321 we're using. Welcome Alex, welcome Marco, welcome everybody else. Yeah, so this is identical to the 321X cockpit. I mean, it's essentially the same aircraft, the A320, A321, so you're not going to miss out on much. Flight director is active. It's all the same tech, all the same tech. Right, let's put on our flight plan, shall we? So starting off with Saldi. With that one, from Saldi we fly the Uniform Zulu 19. to Obdud. And that actually is our flight plan complete. Only 2 waypoints and an airway connecting the two together. So flight plan is complete. Let's have a quick listen to the ATIS while we print out the weather information. So AOT menu, weather request and send. Wait for that to be received, and as we do that, let's listen to the ATIS.
Winds 120 at 12 knots. Temperature 28 degrees Celsius. Dew point 10 degrees Celsius. Altimeter 1020. Scattered clouds at 4,500 feet. Winds 120.
Cool, and that is information. Get that up. Information Delta. Departure runway 11 left, 11 right. Perfect. So print out the weather. Back to the flight plan. Let's listen. In fact, let's greet your passengers, shall we? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard this LATAM flight 3356 from Brasilia to Salvador. Got clear skies on departure and arrival today, so you should get some very good views of Brazil down below. And the flight time today is about 1 hour and 30 minutes. Any questions, feel free to speak to cabin crew on board today. Otherwise, I hope you sit back, relax, and enjoy flight with LATAM Brazil today. So do that as a public address to the cabin. RS is aligned, so we'll double check that flight plan in a couple of seconds. Increase brightness of view. We'll get the clearance on that from AT as well, so make sure you've got all that sorted. We're stand 3 today. Have a look around the airport as well. It's getting a little bit busier, so we've got ourselves LATAM 321. To our right, we have a... Sorry, to our left is LATAM 320. And over on the other side, you've got an Avianca 320 at stand, just pushed back. Got an American 320 as well. And what's this over here? We've got LAN. Oh gosh, LAN at 787. So, they're quite busy down here. And like I say, South America and Brazil and Argentina, even just north part of South America, always busy on IVAO. So it's nice to finally fly out here again. It's been a little while, admittedly. Has been a little while. So yeah, quick check the flight plan, make sure everything's alright, which I can imagine there's no real issues with this plan. It's so short. Yeah. Spot on, perfect. Right, so we'll tune to frequency now. We'll get ourselves clearance to Salvador. So we need to tune to the ground frequency of tower frequency of 118 100s. 118 100. Right. So, information Delta stands 3. Call sign for us is TAM.
Correto. Gol 178, tem livre pouso, pista na direita, o vento 120 graus, 12 nós, altimetro 1020, bom pouso.
Hello there, Brasilia Tower, this is TAM 392 with information Delta on board. We would like to request...
yes, sir, this is freeware. It's MECA 321 and this is a freeware aircraft. How many seats does this say 321 have? It has 214 I believe, 214 max capacity. And so, tons of boarding. We've got a little while to go,
Siga conforme carta, fecha contato de com, chame novamente estabilidade na final.
Vai chamar a estabilidade de novo ou no 78. Sobre Brasília, hoje não é mesa, 61, tá pronto.
So I'm just waiting for a gap in the ATC chatter. As soon as there is one, we'll get a clearance in to Brazil. So Salvador, sorry, we're in Brazil.
Kilo, uniforme e Yankee ao ponto de espera do número direito. Peço que o senhor mantenha antes da Lima 4 pro táxi.
You can't delete a decel on your flight plan journey because that's your deceleration point. That's where you're meant to slow down. That's important. Oh yeah, I'll check out the high performance groups 145 at some point soon, Marco, certainly. So there's a very good project that. I mean, I'm not a helicopter expert, but their aircraft are very good high performance groups. Hello there, Brasilia Tower. This is TAM 3356 type A321 stand 3 with information Delta requesting IFR copy to Salvador.
Sobremodular.
So give them a couple of seconds just to copy. If not, we'll set it again. Nope, try again, shall we? Hello there, Salvador Tower. This is TAM 3356 at stand 3, type A321 with information Delta requesting IFR copy to Salvador.
TAM 3356, information Delta is correct. Stand by, please.
Right, so stand by, get the information off them now.
Seu nome é 061, só não precisa manter ele mais 4, tráfego da Brasilia já passou, pode seguir táxi com fala escrito.
One thing you do get busier airspace is you do need to be patient sometimes to get all your information. Start the AP while we're out here.
TAM 3356, did you copy?
TAM 3356, go ahead.
Clear to Salvador as filed, FlyLive 350, depart from runway 11 right. The departure is Figure 1 Alpha with transition in Celtic, call code is 4251, is back.
TAM 3356 is cleared to destination Salvador, cruising flight level 350 is filed, departing runway 11 right on the 01 Alpha departure, squawking at 2451.
TAM 392, we have information Delta on board requesting IFR copy to Salvador.
Right, so
TAM 392, stand by please. TAM 3356, your squawk code is 4251.
squawk code 4251 for TAM 3356.
That's
So
correct.
11 right,
392
Sierra
ready
1
to copy.
Alpha arrival. Sierra 1 Alpha,
392 ready to
perfect.
copy.
Inside that, there it will be Saudi transition.
392, please, can you just change your flight level, please? I suggest 330 or 370.
Perfect, so that's our flight plan filed and departures all
We're changing
set.
cruise to 370.
AP is available, so we'll start the AP bleed. Give that a few seconds power to the aircraft and then cut to the external power. Seatbelt sign on. We have a look at the departure charts out
TAM
of
392 ready to copy.
runway 11
right.
right.
Flight level 370, departure from runway 11 right. Figure 1 Alpha with the Saudi transition, call code is 4770, read back.
So I now need to get my initial climb, which should appear on the charts for me. 100
Clear
SPAR.
to destination via the Senior 1 Alpha departure runway
9,000.
11 right.
Set altitude 9,000.
Could you please repeat
Perfect.
the transition? Sorry,
So we've
4770.
followed our flight plan, we've got our clearance, we've got the aircraft set up ready to go, apart from performance. We'll do it now quickly. So go over to the performance page, go to that, I'll do it just from the aircraft, that's one. Actually you can't do that because we need to get flex temp, don't we? Which is not in the aircraft.
I didn't hear on the transition.
Okay, the transition is Saudi, Sierra, Echo, Lima,
Right, let's
Delta,
calculate. So in aircraft type
Transition Saudi,
A321,
392.
the runway length is, give me 2 seconds, get the charts up as
Era
I
Brasil
need.
907, no sol, só pode chamar Unicom, 218, com final de semana.
So runway length Brazil is, meters or feet, meters, 70, yes. It's 3300. Airport elevation is 1000 meters. So it'll be in feet.
1125, go ahead.
3,400 feet. So it'll be
Hello,
that.
Brasilia Tower.
Winds currently headwind of
Salvador with information Delta on board.
Delta information is correct, you are ready to
12
depart.
knots headwind. So it'll be that. Outside temperature
We are
currently
ready.
28 centigrade, 28. QNH 1020.
Departure from runway
Takeoff weight
11
is
right.
going to
The
be
departure is
this.
Oribe 1 Alpha with transition in Berlin.
That's 1 for takeoff,
Call
no
code is
NTIS, and
4025.
roll conditions dry. So flex 42, and that's our takeoff speeds 152, 152, 155.
Clear to Salvador via Figure
So
1
42,
Alpha, runway 11 right,
152,
flight level 390,
152,
and
and
squawk
155.
4025 for land 125.
Transition altitude, where's that going to be on the charts? 7,000. Let's good to go. Perfect. So we've plugged in our takeoff performance. That's all sorted. Got our clearance. So at this point, we are pretty much ready for push and start.
392 is ready for push and start.
I don't use track IR, VT Jake. I don't use track IR. Do I? Yeah, do I have spoken? Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know enough Spanish to talk in it fluently, bus driver. I wish I did.
For push and start, contact you for taxi cam 392.
Whoever this other LATAM is, he's talking over everyone. He needs to learn to wait his turn. Right, so got our clearance, that's all good. I think we're now ready just to request our push and start, really. TAM 3356 stand 3 is ready for push and start.
And 3356, you're to push back and start up. KNH1020, come for taxi, please. Just the attention of the traffic at your company in your left.
TAM 3356 is clear for push and start, QNH1020, and we will be wary of the traffic to our left hand side. Right, so let's go to Zoomer and let's get out of here. Before I do that, which direction I need to go? I will need to go facing... which direction be facing? So 1-1 right, facing east. Ground from flight deck. Request pushback.
Pushback request confirmed.
So let the target into position. It's the MegaPack A321, no username. It's the MegaPack A321. Once we're at cruise, we'll also go through the passenger list to see who's on board, anyone we may recognise. Ooh, lucky Jade there, got the entire row to themselves. And the other empty rows, this one out here in front, Kerwin and Valentina together. Ground from flight deck.
Ground here. Yes, everything is ready down here. Release parking brakes.
Brakes released.
Welcome to Pushback 123. Our journey begins now.
Someone's just jumped in. They're American.
Yes, let me stop the turn.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration.
You may begin starting the engines, Captain.
Pleasure to have you on board LATAM. For your safety and comfort, please pay attention to the safety instructions for this aircraft. Por favor, acompáñenos. Please join us. Guarde el equipaje de mano en el compartimiento superior o bajo el asiento de adelante.
Turn facing east.
Okay, let me turn you to an eastern course.
Pasillos, salidas de emergencia en primera fila deben estar libres de equipaje. Aisles, emergency exits. The first row must be kept clear of luggage. Ajuste sus
Scanner 061, a linha aí decola, pista 1 direita, vento agora 120 graus, 12 nós, altimetrô 1020.
para abrocharlo, inserte la
Autorizado a linha decolar, na 1 direita, o chão é 6061.
To fasten it, insert the metal clip into the buckle and tighten it by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To unfasten it, lift the top part of the buckle. Le recomendamos mantener
Stop pushback.
abrochado y visible durante todo el vuelo, aunque la
Stop
señal esté
pushback.
We also recommend to keep your seatbelt fastened and visible throughout the flight, even when the fastened seatbelt
Right,
sign.
so that's from the tug.
Pasajeros deben cumplir con las
Engine 2 is active. Engine 1 will start.
Passengers must follow
While I do that, get Cobain door control checks.
members, signs and lights.
Test controls.
Para bordo, inclusive
Doesn't work Cobain because it's a slightly messy compatibility version of the tablet. So tablet is no go. Everything else is there, which is no biggie. I can easily work without it.
smoke detectors in laboratories is prohibited.
But yeah, we are using the FlyByWire cockpit in the A321, which is possible. It's not great, but it is possible. Flaps position 1.
Devices, including cell phones, may be used throughout the
Flaps position 1. There we go. So wait for engine 1 to start.
392 is ready for taxi.
Reduce windshield automatic. Set you to Tara. Before I forget, beacon lights on. Can we even do it? I hope so. Beacon lights on.
Beacon light on.
Okay, beacons are not, as is the wing lights.
4 time 392.
Okay, we'll have to live without it.
You're clear to taxi via Romeo, uniform Yankee.
Okay, it's not a perfect conversion, although actually the beacon lights are flashing, so they are working, it's just the switch doesn't work.
For taxi via Romeo.
So I'll just taken off. There might be the Avianca from earlier. Yes, that'll be the Avianca departing. Right. That is off. Back to that. Those are stable. APU off. Right.
Chamar o Nikon. Muito obrigado pela coordenação. 6061.
TAM 3356 is ready to taxi.
3356, clear to taxi via Romeo, uniform Yankee to round point runway 1 right behind the traffic of the company.
TAM 3356 is clear to taxi over Romeo, uniform Yankee to hold runway 11 right and will be behind the company traffic in front of us. Right, so. Okay, no landing lights either apparently. Is that what we got working? Very limited stuff, isn't it? Right, that's all set, that's all set. I mean, again, it's not impossible, we could just do it. We'll just do it from this then. So I get co-pilot there, so if I would do, for example...
we are holding position, but Romeo...
Landing lights off.
Holding short at 1 right.
We'll figure out the lights as we go on. It's not the end of the world, just a bit more hands-on. Taxi lights on.
Taxi lights on.
Co-pilot lights on though, so not the end of the world. Get some throttle up, let's get ourselves to the runway.
Hello, was that for time 392?
I'm not ignoring your games and movies fun, I'm just busy streaming. Real ATC Tenzo using IVAO. This is the IVAO mod. Patrick, I'm good so far? So far so good. How are you doing? Welcome channel, welcome to the chat. Yeah, I remember, as I talked about a couple of times, the A321 with the A32NX mod, it's one of the things that slowly breaks down more and more the more you use it. And I think we probably have kind of hit a limit now as to where this aircraft is no longer really that usable. It's a shame, I love flying the A321, but it's definitely not as working as it used to be, that's for sure, but it's not the end of the world, it still does its job. It's just a bit more, kind of, more for us to do. Not using VATSIM, Faram, I'm using IVAO. We don't use VATSIM on this channel, we use IVAO. Probably helps if you read the description, which has IVAO.
Torre Brasília, boa tarde ao FlyBrasil 2204, tem informação Delta e solicita liberação para Salvador, nível 3.
I'm just touching my taxiways 2 seconds, we're on the right taxiway, that's fine. So, end of this, make a left, I think, runway 11. So make a right, go to the end of the runway 1, that's fine. Do multiplayer traffic? Yes, Emery. Well, it's IVAO multiplayer traffic, but it is multiplayer traffic. So you've got American 777 over there, you've got LAN 787, American A320. Difference between IVAO and VATSIMs. Depends on what part of the world you fly in, Drini. Depends on the world you fly. IVAO is usually more active in South America and Europe, so hence I seem to have a bit more often. Yeah, haha, very fun game. This movie's fun. You're very funny. So, taxi the end this maker right, line ourselves up and get ourselves ready to go. Yes, IVAO I believe does show helicopters as well, Marco. IVAO does show helicopters. Like I say, it's very good for what it is. Its compatibility for most things is usually rather good. I like the network, I do like the network. It's not perfect. It does a very fine job at what it does.
FlyBrasil 204, eu confirmo. Você tem intenção de decolagem da nona esquerda?
So you should get some rather good sunsets on the flight today. I had to get to People 7, so like I said, so IVAO's cross-platform. You can be using any simulator to connect onto IVAO, so it could be a case they're flying, say, PMD 7 in FSX. More than possible. So it's cross-platform, cross-compatible, and does work rather well. That on my left, I think that's a... Who's that? It's a 737 of some sort. Which airline? They've just landed. It's a Gull. It's a Gull 737. They've just landed. It's a good thing they got off the runway just now. That's a high-speed turn-off right there.
FlyBrasil 2204, o senhor tem livre tráfego para Salvador, instrumentos.
Very good. FSS from Brazil, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. How are you today? Livery, so this is downloaded off of Flight Not 2, the LATAM livery. Yes, it was Gull, Johnny. It was Gull, Gull 737, that's just landed here at Brasilia. FlyBrasil, I think is that their call sign? FlyBrasil? Next thing, I'm not the most in time with call signs down here in South America. A lot of airlines that I've probably not really heard of, but hey ho. Yes, Ads, I do remember you. How are you doing? Welcome back. How are you doing? Welcome channel. Welcome to the chats. Hope you're keeping well, dude. Does the A320neo fly from Europe to the US? I don't know about the 320neo. I think there maybe is an airline. I don't quite remember. I know for a fact that JetBlue fly the A321 transatlantic. They fly a brand new A321 ULR, something like that. So it's A321 possible. A320neo I think is right on the limit. I don't know off the top of my head any airlines that do it as dedicated routes, but I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is someone out there. Alright, so coming up to the end of the runway now, so very shortly we will announce that we're holding short. Or there's a chance that I may just line us up the runway straight away. Sometimes they'll do that, but very shortly we'll be at the end of the runway. Departure in approximately 1 minute at this point. 1 minute till takeoff. Well, 14 seconds expected departure, so we're bang on time right now. Bang on time. And it's about an hour and a half from start to finish today. If you're on the US flights, I don't know you hopping out of sensor approach. Ah, very good, Daniel. I'll be sure to. Are you on my Discord server? If you are, I'll be sure to drop you a message. Air Brazil is an online airline from Brazil. Air Brazil, I think I've heard that one actually. I'm fairly sure I have heard of it. Yes, United signed Ronaldo. Back when I was younger, Ronaldo was a name I feared as a Chelsea fan, so it's going to be another one of those. Every time I play United, you don't see Ronaldo's name on that team sheet. Oh boy. Right. TAM 3356 is holding short runway 11. Right.
TAM 3356 line up and take off runway 11 right. Wind now 120 degrees, 12 knots, KNH 1020.
Clear to take off runway 11 right for TAM 3356 KNH 1020. Landing lights on.
Landing light on.
And lights active, thank you very much. Cabin crew, please be seated for takeoff. Now, I'm going to go quiet, so you guys can enjoy the engine buzzsaw of the A321. 1, 2 stable. Engine flex.
TAM 392 is ready for departure.
392, maintain position.
100 knots. 120.
Town 392, maintain position.
140.
392, can light, just line up and maintain.
V1 rotates.
Line up and wait, runway 11 right, Town 392.
Positive rates, gear up.
Town 3356, please check your scock hold in Charlie mode, please.
Yeah. TAM 3356, we are squawking Charlie. I'll turn it off and on again. I'll ident as well. Oh, check squawk code. Oh, shoot.
Receive your bird. Contact Unicom, 122, have a nice day.
Roger that, contact Unicom on 122.8 for TAM 3356. Thank you very much. Right, okay. That was the issue. Flaps up. Throttle reduced to climb. Autopilot's on.
That's affirmative.
So I believe centres.
is ready for departure.
There's centre is there. Yeah, Brasilia centre 1, 2, 3. Ah, they've just tuned in like 30 seconds ago. Online 0. So we'll let them log in first. And as soon as they've logged in, select them to set. We will then carry on. So set altitude, flight level 350. Set altitude, flight level 350.
Flight level 350.
Right, so that's all set, that's all set, that's set. Aircraft gains speed, continue its climb out. And as soon as we pass 10,000, we'll switch off the landing lights and carry on with our climb. Other than that, so far, so good. Aircraft's throttles in climb mode, that's fine. I might as well tune to the Brasilia Centre, 12300, see what happens now.
392.
Landing lights off. Reset ground spoilers. Strobe lights off as well, apparently. Strobe lights on.
Strobe lights on.
Fair enough. Landing lights off. Landing lights off.
Gentlemen, we have now passed 2,000 feet.
Cool, so that's all sorted. Hello there, Brasilia Centre. This is TAM 3356 passing through flights level 120 inbound Bravo Romeo 039.
This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you'll be directed to a page.
Number drawing.
3356. Technically fly.
Number drawing. Number drawing.
The flight level and clear.
Say again, sorry, for TAM 3356, blocks there.
Tá, pegar Brasil 9694.
9694 aguarde, o TAM 3356, cancelate climb at level 350, report reaching Virginia heading Delta position, Sierra Airport Lima Delta Indy position.
We'll climb to flight level 350 and we'll report when clear of Lima Delta for TAM 3356. Right, so continue our climb out. We're clear to 35 now, which is perfect. And so we'll carry on our way out. No turbulence, no clouds, so switch off the seatbelt sign. Give passengers their freedoms back. Allow them to roam around the cabin.
Brasilia, cordial boa tarde, papel no 922, está voando 11, estabilizado.
Should be some good scenery on this flight. Should be some very good scenery. How Runway A321, it's not too difficult, jets. Seems to work absolutely fine for me. Heathrow Orlando, we'll see, Sean. We'll see if we do that one day.
Confirme radial distância do auxílio mais próximo.
Radial 351 está a 2 minutos do Sierra Whiskey Hotel, Papa.
Comms, well, they're in Spanish because we're in Brazil right now. Sorry, Portuguese is it for Brazil? Portuguese, sorry. So in IVAO, you're allowed, in real life, you're allowed to speak your own language in different airspaces. So on this occasion, it says we're in Portuguese. Welcome back to our How You Doing? Welcome channel, welcome to chats. Can you listen to instructions how to use FlyByWire systems for this? It's complicated, this aviation. If it was that easy, I'd do it. It is complicated and very broken now. So we've lost FlyPad. That's now gone. And yeah, it's slowly falling apart now. Don't think I've even been doing this myself much longer. So continue our climb out, we're passing flight level 220 now. Got left hand side coming up shortly, just to get ourselves back onto the flight plan.
Mantenha a proa de Reina 340 chance para descer.
Yes, I'm back, Topaz. I must admit I have had about a week. I have had a week break from streaming and all that, but I am back and I'm hoping to be back here regularly as well. But hey, 321, not a bad aircraft, start things up again. This points to the draw. Should have gone and won that. Red card was harsh, but against Liverpool, I'm not going to complain too much. But should have been the win for us. I think should have been a win. Settings running on all Ultra settings are thread and FPS. I have locked it to 30, so I am getting 30 FPS solid. If I unlock the FPS, I get about 45-50 on this without any problems. The Sim Update 5, now that I've got it all running stable, has been very, very good for the system. It's running a lot smoother now, Microsoft Flight Sim, and overall, much better experience, I'd say. Took a bit of work getting it to work, I must admit. Took a lot of work in terms of changing settings and all that. But now that I've done all of it, definitely working much better.
Centro Brasilia, boa tarde, Drawyah
So we've climbed out. Snowcraft behind us, Town Throne 2 is going to the same destination, Salvador. They're taking a slightly different departure path by looks things. Maybe a bit more direct. Sort of like that before then, but definitely a different departure path I've noticed. In terms of arrival, we have got a Salvador approach online, so we're speaking Salvador approach. And then landing at the airport very shortly. Although they've been online for 2 hours now, so we'll see if they get replaced or if they just shut shop. Even then, it's only, well, it's an hour to get there, so there's a chance they will shut. If they do, it's not too bad. The departure ATC has got some spacing going out, and therefore we've hopefully got ourselves some spacing for arrival. Let's have a look at the pack, shall we? Let's use on board anyone that we recognise. This is the bits to check. So start from the top, let's use on board anyone that I recognise. Anyone in chat maybe you recognise? Brazil, definitely maybe a few footballer names in this. Who knows? Who knows? Nobody I recognise just yet. Ricky Messi as Messiahs. Maybe not. Maybe not. Kelly Hart, when she's in relation to Joe Hart. Really? Manuela Marcella? I didn't realise someone could have a slash in their name. That's definitely gonna be a bug there. Let me just quickly report that to the IVAO peeps. Sorry, PACX peeps. I don't think anyone's got quite a slash in their name. You never know, it might be a real name. It's a very interesting one though, I must admit. Let me quickly just save that elsewhere. Drawyah Rados.
16 milhas a proa de movement.
Very good. Yeah, that's pretty much a standard cabin. Couple of Los Angeles on board. Brother and sister, 1113.
Código transponder 0212 identifica.
Yeah, that's it really. Nobody too special on board. Pretty standard cabin. So, we've reached our cruise by the sound of things. We've come on the engine 0. So flight level, well, 340 right now, so climb to the last level 35. We're just about to cruise. So far, so good. Play on Jared Reed. I like that, let's go, I like that. No date on the A380 just yet, Sean. There's no date on the A380 just yet. As soon as I know, I'll be sure to say, because I want it as well. Do I have ATTLs? No, I don't. Lots DRXP. I do not have an 88PL myself. Maybe one day. Well, probably not actually. I'll do a hobby license, an MPPL, but I don't think I'll go for an 80PL. Right, so campus cruising now. It'll pretty much be our view for the rest of the flights. A bit of a haze on the ground, nice little sunset to our left hand side. We should see kind of what kind of view we get for the landing today. But overall, it should be a very, very nice flight indeed. Should be quite scenic as well, hopefully. A bit cloudy, I must admit. Cloudy when I was looking at the cloudy when I was looking at the 4th class of this trip. But regardless, still pretty good. Welcome, Tiosta, how you doing? Welcome to Channel Chats, how are you today? Got Neymar on board. Do we? Whereabouts is... You say you got Neymar on board, whereabouts? Let's have a look. I'm not hearing my own voice live out right now. Someone's watching the stream. Very loudly, I must admit. Tito Neves. I definitely recognise that name. Where do I recognise that name from? Tito Neves. Where do I recognise that name from? It's a musician. 62 years old. Don't think that's the same one. Give it a ditch, that one though, to be fair. Recognise it from somewhere. I don't see Neves. Not Neves, sorry, Neymar. I don't see Neymar. Must have missed that one.
Brasilia, FlyByWire A32NX, decolado de Brasilia, com você cruzando 7.000, 8.000 pés.
Nope, must have missed that one.
FlyBrasil, aciona a identificação, FlyBrasil 2204.
Acionando a identificação, FlyBrasil 2.
Bolsonaro on board for COVID treatment in Salvador, very good. Welcome Martin, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. Do I have a job? Yes I do, Johnny. I work in the railways. No, Tito Neves, not a Wolves. You're thinking of Ruben Neves, not Tito Neves. I'm good, David, I'm good. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats. Yes, has been quite an interesting transfer window. We've seen Messi and Ronaldo change, Lukaku change, and Mbappe may change. It's in a big old transfer window, this. I'm good, pilot. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. How are you doing? So we're well on our way. Cruising ground speed 453. Our ETA right now is showing at 2045 current right now. Inbound ETA. So about 1 hour and 8 minutes still on the ground. 1 hour and 8 minutes. So we're bang on time right now. In fact, we're a couple minutes early, which is pretty good. So we'll see how the time goes as well later on in cruise. Because we're not quite flying direct at the moment. We are on a slightly indirect path. But as soon as we hit the waypoint of Saldi, we should be pretty much bang on path again. Also at some point we'll have a look at the approach charts for Salvador. They're offline now, so we're going to be landing ourselves. It's no biggie. In terms of inbound traffic, 6 aircraft inbound. We are this one. So there's a TAM aircraft landing before us. This one. Same flights. Ah, interesting, okay. So this aircraft here. So the aircraft, same time as us, and this aircraft comes after us, and they'll be flying in us, apparently. So, a couple of aircraft inbound, 6 aircraft inbound, 3 of them, well actually, yeah. Okay, this one, who's this? Gull transport head, so Gull's actually descending already, he'll be landing shortly. We're type 737, and then we'll be right behind you. So, a couple of aircraft inbound. but not all of us at the same time. Yeah, so I've taken an IVAP exam, Charlie. I'm starting to get those little medals on my profile. So I must admit, I'm for a long time flying as a, what was it? It's like a trainee pilot or something like that. So I have done an exam, and hoping to kind of start getting myself a little more professional on the IVAP profile side of things. Just so it doesn't look like I'm basically flying as a non-trained idiot all the time. Next month's flight stream will probably be tomorrow, Luca. Probably tomorrow. So in terms of aircraft around us, is aircraft 2,000 feet right in front of us apparently. Somewhere up there, within 10 miles, there's another aircraft. I'll try and keep an eye out for them. See who that could be. Where am I? So that will probably be the aircraft in front of us, TAM 392. I wonder if they appear on the map. Probably not, because it's slightly outdated version of yeah, so it's slightly outdated, they won't appear on there. But somewhere in front of us is company jets. So chasing that. Should be pretty good. TCAS is active, so if we do end up breaking separation, we'll be able to catch him out for it. Other than that, should be working alright. Microsoft Flight Sim costs $60, David, for the cheapest option. $6 for standard, premium is $90, and premium deluxe is $120. Each version comes with slightly more aircraft and airports. So I use premium deluxe, $120 version. Thank you, Microsoft, for giving me a copy of that. Otherwise, depending on what you use, depends on what content you get. Pass controller, first try, but third year IVAP exam twice. Oh gosh, free kick tomorrow. Love controlling. Highly suggest you give it a go one day. I do hope to one day, Charlie. I do want to give controlling a go. I don't know. I've just never really sat down to do it, pretty much. But it's something I really want to do at some point, controlling. Just need to kind of figure out when to do it. Yeah, I'll check it out on Discord, Charlie. Pascal, thank you very much for the 10 quid there. Gosh, much appreciated. Happy bank holiday, look after those future Brazilian footballers on board. Very good, dude, thank you very much. Yes, bank holiday weekend, so I've got 3 days at the Volanta railway this weekend. 3 days. And on Tuesday, I think I might go for a trip to another railway, we'll see how it goes. But should be quite a busy old weekend, this. Should be quite a busy old weekend. But thank you very much, dude, much appreciated, thank you very much. I'll be streaming in the morning or after. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, Marco. I will be streaming tomorrow evening. Don't know about morning. Probably not. Can you do a flight to Bangladesh or India? I do flights to India all the time, ads. The more people request it though, the more annoying it gets, I must admit. But I do flights to India all the time. Yeah, it'll be tomorrow afternoon, Marco. Tomorrow afternoon I'll be streaming. Also, the sunset's looking pretty good, this. It's a very pink sky tonight. Very, very pink cold sky. And the A321 actually operates better than it normally does. Whenever I fly the A321 Microsoft Flight Sim, I always seem to have a few teething issues with its trip, but apart from the... well, I had some minor issue in the back of my mind. I think it actually kind of solved itself already. No, so I can have... Apart from the lighting issue, the aircraft's working spotless at the moment. Absolutely perfect. You're doing Glasgow Tower. Ah, very nice, Charlie. Next flight, well, my next flight in the UK will be a trip to the Channel Islands. So I've got Guernsey coming up. From Guernsey I do Alderney, then Alderney back to Southampton. I do Inverness back in October. So I've got October coming up, I do Inverness, and also, if the weather's permitting, probably not I must admit, I'm trying to do some gliding as well. So maybe get another gliding video in at some point soon, should be pretty good. The more you spam ads about Bangladesh, the less I'm going to do it. Welcome Triple N013 Gains, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to chat, how you doing today? How are you doing? Hope you're keeping well. Just enjoying the fantastic sunset down below at the moment. Some very pretty clouds down below. I'm doing good, Yusuf, I'm doing very good. How you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat, how you keeping, dude? We are so far so good, about a fifth away in our cruise, so got a little while to go for now, but an hour or so until we start, well, the descent's about 40 minutes or so. Can you fly to Hawaii at some point? Hawaii, I need to see kind of what the status of the airports are in Hawaii, because I was going to do a few flights back in like the pre-release in Hawaii. Had a few videos ready to go, but the airports are actually horribly broken, so I decided, you know what, maybe best just to push that aside a bit and maybe wait one day. I then did stream Honolulu once. It was a horrible stream where the memory leak issue started and it just lags out the entire flight. So, yeah, I've not been very successful with Hawaii, I must admit, but I do. Actually, I did that one flight, which was it was a day 3:30 flight from Honolulu to Boston, on a domestic US flight, and that one I managed to kill my system because I went through some stupid autoclicker. I seem to have a disaster every time I go through Honolulu, so we'll see, dude. I'd love to do it. I just have very bad luck up there. Currently flying in a bit of a tailwind at the moment. Kind of a cross tailwind there. It's only 18 knots, not particularly strong, but it's definitely going to boost us a little bit to our flight today. Get there a couple minutes early. The ETA for our trip now is 1 hour to go to ground, so 1 hour to go, 1 hour 7 o'clock, so about 7 minutes ahead of schedule right now, 7 minutes. Alfie, it's been a while, man. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. How you doing, dude? Welcome back. Yes, it's been a while, man. Has been a while. Hope you keep yourself well. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Yes, the autoclicker, Marco. It's a good idea because we don't have chase plane on Microsoft flights in yet, but you just got to find the right one. And unfortunately, that wasn't the right one. Getting snacks down the air cabin now. Snack service in the aeroplane. 321, you can get off the FlightSim.2 and the MegaPack Discord server, M2049. Let me get a link to the MegaPack server now. Where are you, MegaPack? There you are. So if you wish to download the 321, easiest way is download off their Discord, which is this link right here. 321, they got an A330, it's free to download. They're not everyone's cup of tea, not everyone enjoys them, but hey ho, for freeware aircrafts, why are you complaining? Yeah, I like these guys, I've got quite a bit of support for them.
Hello, Brasilia Center, land 125, flight level 9006, inbound Seagull. Hello, land 125 Heavy. Can make one for level 390, fly direct to south position.
Since got a bit of extra skill in the aircraft, I might
report reaching is at level 390.
What is this ATC today? Some guys
going to fly level
had like Led Zeppelin background or something. Gosh, getting all of it today. Nah, let's say it's either I've probably got a phone call or something. But yeah, on the MegaPack server, yes, it's not the same as the A330 top has. Same installation process. Stick it in the community folder and it's good to go. Altitude right now, flight level 350, Adam. Flight level 350. Android ATC. No Passenger, we are flying on IVAO, not VATSIM. IVAO in South America is much more active than VATSIM, so hence the flight at the moment. No, so I like this network. It's always a bit of a laugh, bit of fun.
O Eco Papa Romeo solicita autorização para voo DCT direto para Coribe Zulu, saindo de Sierra Índia Quebec Eco Botelho.
Yes, for the Volanta EPIS, yes, there has. About for products, the two headers will be released in September, an R44 and H125, recently on the Heli Tour, that's way too late. Okay, interesting. Yeah, like I said, the what's it called? The high performance group guys are fantastic. Their development quality is fantastic, the speed of their development is great. I've got a lot of respect for those guys. I may not fly them super often, at least not as much as I should do, but they do some very good aircraft over there, and it's something I do want to explore more of in the future.
Hello, Latin American Network, Launch Chile, 125, Brasilia.
It's not us, we're 3356. The aircraft they're trying to talk to, I think, is one in front of us actually. They're not responding because, you know, not very paying attention. Oh well, we're all doing our stuff alright. We're in the green, we're in the clear. Yeah, it's a good old aircraft, the A321. When we get next through, yeah, so the problem with the 5 years and 5 minutes is that in terms of sceneries, a lot of sceneries that has its own nav data has caused Sim to crash quite a bit. So I need to get back onto the freeware series. I just need to figure out which mods actually work or not. That, and I'm running out of aircraft as well. There's a few military aircraft I've got to cover, but it's not, still early days to get all the jetliners in, but we'll see how it goes, Are TAM and LATAM the same? Yes they are, Ultimate Beast. So, TAM merged with LAN back in 2012 to form LATAM. So it's two airlines that merge to create one airline. LATAM's the airline that exists now. LAN and TAM are the airlines that used to exist. So they both merged and now you have LATAM. Do you know what's happening so bad? It's cheap model, Sean, which doesn't look very good, and inaccurate cockpits. So, it doesn't look very good. Doesn't look good, doesn't fly good. I do not recommend the Brodox 737. Wait for MDG, you get a much better product with that. Yes, the Drawyah Stansted Airport's very good on flight sim. That's my last stream actually. Flew in and out of Stansted with EasyJet. So definitely have go on that soon. Yeah, they flights into premium. From Stansted today, already on long haul flights in the 787. Best aircraft in the sim. You're absolutely, Charlie. It's a great old aircraft, the 787. It's an aircraft I should do more often actually. Problem is, flying 787-10, you require some very long haul routes for that aircraft. But it's a good old aeroplane, and it's one I plan to feature more of on the channel as well. It's a good old aircraft, that. I do enjoy it. Do I always fly in Brazil? Not very often, Pedro, I must admit. It's not very often, but I do hope to do it a bit more often now that I've seen, well, it's very active out here, so worth doing for the online networks. So, no, I don't do it too often, but I'd love to do it more often in the future, Pedro. If people are interested, of course. If people are not interested, then I won't do it. But if you guys want to see more Brazilian, South American flights, then do say, and we'll do it. We absolutely will do it. I'm well, Jonathan, I'm well. How you doing? Welcome channel, welcome to chat. How you doing, dude? Next long haul flight, nothing planned yet, Sean. Nothing planned yet.
Town 392, if possible, could you type to us? We couldn't hear you very well.
Go find aircraft, please.
Blew the fast speed a little bit because the aircraft in front of us that sped up has actually decided not to announce it's speeding up. The whole reason for it is great spacing, but they've not done it properly, so it's annoying. I'm going to slow down now, back to normal speed.
Aircraft now. Please call sign and message, sir.
That videos have said you. Yeah, the trip to Scotland was fantastic, Jonathan. Thoroughly enjoyed that trip out to Oban. The flying of the thingy, the Islander. The flying the Islander was fantastic. Thoroughly enjoyed that trip. Probably one of my favourite trips I've done this, well, ever really. So my next flight's actually, well, my next flight's going to be in an ATR 72. The one after that is going to be an Dornier DO228. So that's an aircraft I'm very excited to fly, the Dornier. I mean, I've always loved Dorniers ever since the well. I've always enjoyed Dorniers. The Aerosoft aircraft, not Aerosoft, sorry, Coronado. The Coronado Dornier for FSX was fantastic for me. Thoroughly enjoyed that. And I've now got an opportunity to fly in real life, so I'm going to thoroughly enjoy that trip. That's coming out next month. So I'll do a vlog on that as well, see if people are interested in that. If they are, we'll do more real life trip reports. If not, then we'll clear that. But good aircraft to do it in, the Islander and Dornier. Not the most common aircraft in the world. Definitely not. So it seems to add aircraft and deliveries to the sim. Yes it is, Topaz, yes it is. Drop in the community folder and it's all good to go. Because you went to watch that memory. Oh yes, the memory leak. Not as bad now, the memory leak. But yes, the last flight I did to Honolulu didn't quite go to plan. What can be done to reduce shadow flickering whilst on flight sim? Increase the shadow rate resolution. So general options, head down to shadow maps, just increase that a bit, bish bash bosh, shadow flickering a bit less. It's never going to be perfect, but you can just increase the resolution to make it flicker less. No and no, Alex. We're on IVAO and we're not on Microsoft Flight Sim multiplayer. So the answer is, if you want to join us, fly on IVAO. Joy, go on, need to do push time rise in Sydney. Actually did it, fence their flight. Did that in X-Plane a little while ago, Charlie. So good old trip that. Took a little while to do that. Well, 18-19 hours to do it. Plus I did a stopover to Perth, so we actually did the full thing, which was about 23 hours in length. But it's a good old trip. It takes a lot of time to do. I recommend IVAO, Alex. I do recommend IVAO. It's a good old network. Does a rather good job at simulation, and the model matching is fantastic.
Unicorn 1 to do this in LATAM 392.
Xbox is going to be annoying to play because it crashes a lot. Does it crash a lot? Hope not, because it's built for Xbox Microsoft Flight Sim now. If it's crashing, then I'd report a few issues to the Xbox people, because it shouldn't be doing that. Alright, looks like we're off to Unicom now. Unicom 122.84 TAM 3356. Thank you very much. Take care and good night. Right.
Have a nice flight.
122.8. So now in Unicom, and that should be the last ATC we get on this trip today. In terms of the arrivals in Salvador too, as well as a couple of outbound aircraft. So it's currently, well, 8 inbound now, so getting busier and busier out here. We are still 300 after sales, yes. Basing wise, we've worked that out, no problem. And then the airplane behind us does need to potentially send as well. Well, you're coming in from, have you just taken off? Yeah, okay, so actually, you're probably going to for us anyway. It's only a short hop this. What are you flying? A 737 there. Still cargo, interesting. So, fair enough, only short hop there. In terms of aircraft inbound, outbound, you are inbound. You're the Gull aircraft from earlier. And you, sir, are outbound. Salvador to Palmas, really? Oh, yeah, sorry, Palmas, Brazil, not Las Palmas, sorry, yeah, that makes sense. So you'll be outbound, you'll be departing shortly as well, I think. You're at gates. Your ETA departure is... Should we give an ETA on this, or the departure time? Transponder distance online. So yeah, you got a couple minutes for your departure, don't you? You got a couple of minutes to go. And then, in terms of our position, we've just left the airspace. We are right about here. ETA, so 48 minutes remaining. ETA is 21:53 Zulu. So yeah, we've only got under 50 minutes to go now. Not a long haul flight this. Not a long haul flight. I like IVAO FTX. I do like IVAO. How'd you get annoyed saying IVAO every 5 minutes? People don't know. People got to learn. Welcome, Zanap. How you doing? Welcome, channel. Welcome, chat. How you doing, dude? How you doing? When's the next long haul flights? Not sure. I think probably about 2 or 3 weeks, Kendall. I don't have a route yet planned, but I do plan to long haul soon. It has been a while, admittedly. I do need to get back to my long haul game, so soon is the answer. Soon. So far so good, Martin. So far so good. Back in Flight Sim, still doing the virtual flying and all that. Everything looking good. In fact, there's our decel points, which means Salvador should appear relatively soonish on the top of our ND there. So we're at cruise. We are shortly outside the midway point actually. ETA 2152, so yeah, about 40 minutes to go. In a couple of minutes, start thinking about our approach instruction into Salvador, so get it already programmed up. In terms of what we're expecting, it'll be a runway 10 approach on the Asuga 1 Alpha. Asuga 1 Alpha out of Obdud. Landing time should be on time. Yeah, got 53 minutes on the clock, so we've got plenty of time to spare on this approach. Plenty of time to spare. You take care, Mac. You take care, dude. Have a good one. Yeah, that was last. The A321 is modded. So we are flying the MegaPack A321. For some reason, landing lights still on. Give me a second just to kill that. There we go. Then you do the lights again because it's awkward like that. That's bright. Jeez. You can blind yourself on that. Seriously, look at this. Look at this. Hang on, how bright can we make this? Man, those are some powerful backlights Airbus you fitted. These integrity lights. Okay, these ones aren't so bad. These ones aren't so bad. They got that, and look. Oh, Airbus. I've got bloom turned on, Ian, yes, I have got bloom turned on. That's Star Wars. Oh, gosh, right, okay, well, I think we're going to turn those down a slight bit. Possibly. I mean, look at this, look at it. Same thing for 330. That's just Airbus for you, Stephen, that's just Airbus. Alright, let's just turn that down slightly, I think. A message there from LAN aircraft actually. Got LAN, who's this? LAN 125, we need a restroom in the background. That's much better, much more sensible level of lighting. Yeah, let's just turn that one down a bit as well. That's the backlight, so keep that up. That one will just bring down a tad. There you go. Much more sensible. Well, not whatever that was. Plain brave. How do you get the wind information about wind component? So winds you can get off of the METAR Ghost Rider and the runway length you get off of charts. Charts for runway length and METAR for wind components. How do you get the mod? You can download it off of the MegaPack Discord server app slice. I've just dropped a link to it in chat. That's the MegaPack Discord server. Download it from there and drop it into your community folder. It's only on PC though, not on console. Console don't get any mods in a TIE Fighter. I hope not, at least last check it wasn't. Yeah, we're just in the A321 with a very orange sky behind us. That's it, I was running out of lights, wasn't I? Because it's all horribly and glitchy. Right, that comes on, That's better, I think. Yeah, that's better. Use a stick slice. I'm flying in Airbus. I'm using a stick. Using a Thrustmaster Hostess Warthog. Live weather, live time ads. Yes, live weather, live time. So there's Salvador on the top of R&D there. Fly a few more miles, and like I say, I do need to start thinking about descent. This is sunset, Topaz. This is sunset right now in South America. You're a Microsoft Flight Sim newbie, you're enjoying streams and videos and learning a lot. Flying from Math Tricks to Stuttgart, love his scenery, love the other. Very nice, Ben. Glad you enjoyed the streams, glad you're learning from them as well. It's not easy, well, it's not super duper difficult, but once you get the practice going, dude, it's not generally too bad. Get your practicing and you're good to go. I'd love to visit one day, sorry, Guilherme? I'm probably pronouncing it horribly wrong. Marquez, I'll call you Marquez. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'd love to visit one day. I'd love to just travel around Brazil one day. I'll start off in Brasilia or Rio or somewhere like that, and then just travel around city to city. I can imagine these aren't the most expensive flight tickets in the world. One for the future, but I'd love to visit one day, travel around Brazil. Welcome, Rafael, first chat. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. How you doing, dude? How you doing? Parker, how's it going? So far so good, dude. So far so good. Did a voluntary day today at the railways. Now 10:15. Streaming. I'll go to bed afterwards, wake up in the morning, and then back to the railway. When you're cycling waypoints, you reach decel, send you back to 2 points, go through the other points again. If you get any issue like that, Drawyah, just fly direct to the next waypoints. But decel's not a waypoint, it's a deceleration point, aka you need to slow down to your approach speed at that point. But yeah, if you end up going off course, you just need to fly direct to another waypoint, and then the rest of it happens on its own. Turn strobe lights on. Strobe lights on.
Strobe activate.
There you go, just need to keep an eye on the ecam there sometimes, it's a bit fiddly. Like I said, the light switches are now broken, so whatever I do in terms of lighting, I have to try and get it off the co-pilots. It's a breaking down mods, the compatibility D21 the A32NX. It used to work alright, but slowly breaking down now, and I think we have hit a limit where, is it worth doing in the future? Probably not as much as it used to be, that's for sure. Shame, it's a good little mod this, good combination, but it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work anymore. There is capacity build out there, but again, doesn't really work anymore. Still waiting for 3080 Eon. I am now 93 in the queue for it, so still in the queue, 93, top 100 now, but still waiting, Do you need to know a lot about communicating and flying on live and that sim? You need to learn the basics, Tiago. You also need to be able to listen out for your own call sign across a whole bunch of chatter. It's not super duper easy, it does take a bit of practice, but once you're getting going, dude, it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun, but expect to take a few flights to kind of learn the basics and kind of build your way up from there. It's not instant success, it does take a bit of practice. Can you slew an IVAO? No, you really shouldn't do, AvGeek. You really shouldn't do, because you're messing up the tracking. Especially going through an airspace, it can cause a lot of problems, so no, do not slew. How to get the J21? Download it off of the MegaPack Discord server. What do you think about crypto mining? Well, a lot of people get rich off of it, but uses a lot of energy, and it's, well, enables scalpers to nick all the graphics cards, so I'm against it. Yes, we'll do it about a year ago now. Still in the queue. A lot of people are still waiting. But unfortunately, that's the way it goes. Charts I use go to right off of ChartFox. Although you can use Volanta for ground charts, which is a pretty good tool for free. So if we have a look at the... Whoops. What did I just press there? Something opened up. Oh, fair enough, right. Stats, notes, screenshots, no screenshots yet. I like this update actually, it's pretty good. Volanta, a bit more kind of built up. So 36,000 feet, heading 72 degrees, ground speed 460 knots, remaining 37 minutes. Estimated arrival 21:53 Zulu, so again just about 40 minutes or so, 37 minutes. Remaining 288 miles. We are at the midpoint, I believe. Yes, we are just past midway now. Yes, we've got TAM behind us, TAM, and that's us there. Nope, that's a different one. TAM 392 A321. Also 38,000 feet, 39,000, so yeah, a few aircraft around us. Oh, we've got an estimate top of descent. very nice. I'd love to see kind of... we got advanced coverage. I'd love to see added IVAO coverage as well. I'd love to see that added one day to the Volanta map. You've got IVAO traffic on here, all visible for us. We've got helipads visible, minor major airports, nav data, North Atlantic tracks, you can also load up. They don't even really exist anymore. The tracks are gone. Ooh! View screenshots! Oh, that's very nice. So if I were to close that, hide that, so when you take your screenshots, you can actually share them now on Volanta. That's very nice. I'm liking this tool a lot. There you go, you got CIJ. Got this guy in the United 73 Max. It's the Braydock. Got a little screenshot MP3D. It's not bad, that. Not bad at all. JetBlue A321, of course, on its way to London Heathrow. Let's explain. Let's TOTUS model that. I like this. I like this a lot. We've got some nearby. Yeah, a little bit of plane tracking there. That's going to be from nothing else. Flight Sim, isn't it? Nope, that is P3D. P3D. I might start doing that at some point. And there's our top percent estimated there. So it's got a lot. Target sent rate. So actually, yeah, calculate this. So we're going to send to. Let's plug in our arrivals. So we're going to SBSV. Star approaches runway 10 Augusta. Oh, sorry, Alsta, runway 10. So you'd be approach charts, won't it? Approach charts, localizer 10. So we intercept at 1,700. So the 1,700 feet. So that there, 3 degree down. It's our top of descent. About 16 minutes. Not bad, not bad. Sorry, I'm looking at this because my microphone's just in the way of the other monitor there. Right, so top percent. Why would top percent be 45 minutes before descent, Ian? That sounds a bit off. We're plugging our arrival now, so runway ILS 10 Zulu on the Asda 1 Alpha. No wires. Probably going to be a horrible mess there, so we can check the flight plan. For example, that Ilrex. No, thank you, Ilrex. You can go. Can we delete you though? Hopefully you can. No, stupid that, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to delete everything but the waypoint I want. So erase that. Potentially, let's see if we can work around that. So ILS Zulu 10. That one. Toss up. Udesi, Alsa, Kibix. Not really any of those, is it? It's that one Ilrex point. If that wasn't there, it's no biggie. Worst case scenario, when we hit it, we just fly direct to the next waypoint. So we'll probably do that actually. So select that arrival. We'll do the same approach we've got planned. We'll just skip that waypoint basically. So, transition actually none. Does it the nets? ILS 10. I don't think it has actually. Zulu. Stars that. Where's Gavimo? Okay, yeah, so we'll just do that basically. So insert that. It's a straight line path anyway, isn't it? So if we were to go straight to the Sugar, where's Pabog actually? Pabog. Okay, yeah, it's out of the way. So yeah, we'll go straight to a Sugar. It's still pretty much straight line path for us anyway. So insert that. Right, 250 miles to go, 250 miles. We need to descend to 1,700, so 35, so what was that, 35? So 369, 515, 105 miles to descent today, 105 top of descent. V-speeds, no, Ghost Rider. Charts don't do your V-speeds. Your V-speeds are dependent on your aircraft's weight and everything. That's on your flexing calculator, which is, in my case, TCB, stuff like that. If you watch my latest A32NX tutorial, I go into detail about it on there. But it's different calculators used for your flex temp and your V-speeds. Different calculator, different tools. If you don't know that, Ghost Rider, I recommend starts with the default A20, then basics first. Yes, George, if you're using IVAO, download the IVAO CSL to folder, yes. If you don't download CSL, you don't get model matching, so if you want model matching, download. Fun fact, every Thursday at 9, a 747 cargo flies from Maastricht to Liège. It's 9 minutes, World Shortest flights. No, the World Shortest commercial flighter, Ben, is about 3 minutes length. No, not even that, it's like 1.5 minutes in length. It's from Westray to Papa Westray. 1.5 minutes commercial flights. Got a plane passing over you, very nice to have, Geek. Very nice. Let's copy a bit moodier, a bit darker, a bit moodier. There we go. Welcome Fish, how you doing? Welcome channel, welcome to chats, how you doing? Yes, Swifty, joining late, but hey ho, it's got a little bit of flight to go, still got odd sensors as well coming up. Is FlyByWire on Xbox? No, it's not, Skeptic. It's only on PC at the moment. Only on PC. So it looks like, let's probably look at the, let's make out another weather sheet. Let's get our performance approach plugged in as well. So AOT menu, weather request to send. Why weather they receive? Look, it's getting brighter and brighter overhead. If we went to the max brightness again, just look at this. Look at that. It's the most blinding panel in the world, this. Airbus backlighting, eh? Look at that. Alright, I guess I even make that slightly dimmer now. Not again. Because it's getting darker and darker outside, the panels get brighter and brighter, so you actually have to minimise that even more. Crazy stuff. Yes, strobes are active. You can tell that because it doesn't have the strobes warning. It's just a bit broken, the lighting. Switches don't do anything. Get Copilot to it all, basically. Right, let's print out those weather sheets. Received, new prints. Let's jump down to the printer. Right, performance for the approach. So, QNH is 1018. Temperature is 253 centigrade, 25 degrees. Winds currently reporting 120 at 7. Transition altitude is 7,000. And our minimums for approach is going to be localizer approach 410. Yeah, that's fine. Right, so that is our approach performance sets from a 10. It's reading 10, go to radios, it should be at 11.90, that's perfect. Yep, 1.9, perfect. So that's our approach all sorted. So as soon as it's left for me to do is hit about 105 miles and then start our descent. Blackpool Illuminations would love to get hot that over panel. Oh yes. Had you first bus landing on the Xbox due to your tutorial? Yeah, cheers Swifty. I'm glad you've learned from it. I'm glad you've learned from it. It's the main aim of the tutorials, so if people are learning, I've definitely done something right. Check my playlists, Ghost Rider. I've got a playlist full of tutorials of modded aircraft, default aircrafts, you name it. It's dark outside. Very, very dark. How do you set altimeter to standard? You just do it by pressing switch. Local, standard. Local, standard. Press the altimeter switch, and it changes. Right, so, like I said, about less than 100 miles now. About 100 miles or so will be starting our descent. 105 top, probably a little bit, maybe 110 or so. We'll descend at a rate of 2,000 feet per minute, so pretty standard stuff again. Maybe that's about 1,800, and then we'll work out our descent rate as we approach the airport. Total intercepting the ILS, that'll be from about 1,700 feet. How many miles? About 5 miles from threshold. Touchdown 6.8 miles. Yeah, standard stuff that, run 10. Looking good. Looking good. No wing V no 321 journey. There's no wing Vs, I'm afraid. So the answer is no. I can't, because I can't. Physically can't. No wing views. No galley view. Just cockpits. And that's about it. I don't think there's an A340 confirmed just yet, Topaz. I'm sure there's something on the way, but not yet is the answer, not yet. Where you get it from? You get it from the MegaPack Discord server, Captain Matius. The MegaPack Discord server. Here's a link to it there. PC only for on console, I'm afraid. It's tough luck, I can't get it, I'm afraid. But it is PC only, the A321. Not the perfect aircraft, but it does a rather good job. Does a rather good job. Watch my A32NX departure tutorial, Harvey. On there I've got the link to the calculator, as well as how to use it and all that. Check the, check the departure tutorial. How are our passengers doing? Satisfaction-wise, 94%. They have dropped slightly. I don't think I've done anything particularly wrong in this flight, so yeah, just you kind of need a standard drop, really. Yeah, this was so. Who are you? Carlos is alright. Rosemary is all. She's content. Yeah, most passengers seem alright. There's a few that's alright, but apart from that. Nobody's particularly sad, I don't think. Rosalind, a bit on the low end there. Rita's thirsty. But, yeah, we're not terrible. We're not terrible. We've got 2 cabin crew on board. They're doing their service up and down. There's the kind of overwing exit on the rear there. Empty seats. Pretty standard stuff. No, not on the toilets today, Ian. No Jared in the toilets today. No worries, Harvey. No worries. Welcome, Matt. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're keeping, dude. Hope you're keeping. So I've got a comment on one of my videos. Can you use some basic functions tutorials? Trust me, dude. That's as basic I can get, I'm afraid. Some of these aircraft are very technical. Even for default steps, they are pretty technical. When on landing, you're on final. Can the aircraft land itself? Yes. If the runway's Cat 3 or land enabled fish, then yes you can. It depends on the aircraft, depends on the runway. Check my A32NX landing tutorial, where I showcase both a normal landing, a panned landing, and an auto land. So check that out, I'd say. But yeah, the answer is yes, very possible. 178 miles, we're getting there, we're getting there. In terms of our position, we're about 2/3 of the way there, so 2/3 of the way there. The descent's coming up shortly, back so you can see it's coming up shortly. That's us. That's the percent marker. Also, I love the 3D map of Volanta. We go to where we're climbing. There you go. You can see us climbing from ground level all the way up. It's good old tour, this. Not everyone's favourite, but it is certainly mine. Yes, I have got tutorials to the MCDU Captain materials. I have got lots. If you need help for your MCDU, I have got tutorials on that. There's smoke on the ground. We've got an A319 and a CRJ. JetBlue there. And somewhere in front of us should be another aircraft. Presuming they're still online. They don't seem to be on the map anymore. Oh yeah, because they're taking a slightly different path now. They're on a slightly different path. So ETA wise, yeah, we got a break now. That's looking pretty good. And behind us, of course, got 777 also on the way. Yeah, so far so good. So far, everything seems to match up quite nicely for us. Welcome, Donkey. How you doing? Welcome, channel. Welcome to chat. How you doing today? How are you doing? Yeah, apart from never depleting squad, who remembers Jared Reed will always be like that background meme of this channel. If you remember Jared, you remember him. I mean, I don't get the same viewership as I used to. Fair enough, partly my fault, because I did have breaks in my streaming and all that, but I was burning out. I was definitely burning out. But, like I say, those who... I know you've stuck through and through thick and thin, because you know who Jared is. If you know who Jared Reed is, I know you're a long-time viewer of this channel. To be fair, I say long-time viewer. It's only been a year now. I've probably come to a year... Well, where did we stream that one? Let's have a look. It's can't be that long ago now. Come to a year. Drawyah... Anchorage, well, that's... It was the 27th... Oh my gosh! Hang on. Here's a fun fact for you. You can skip any advert on YouTube without that button. All you do, click on the little information icon, stop seeing this ad, pick any reason, and boom, it's gone. Same works on mobile as well. So if you want to skip a non-skippable ad, just remove it, and it skips it. So 26th September, hey there,
so
Drawyah
it's...
here, and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Coming up to a year now. Coming up to a year. Less than a month now. 26th actually, yeah. Less than a month ago now. Less than a month. Legend says, whoa, gosh, that's another name I haven't seen in a while. He was here for a long, long time, but I think he got issues with... I might drop him a message actually, it's been a while, but he had personal things and just disappeared. Let me drop him a message actually, because I've got him on Discord. It was a shame to see him go, really. I'll drop a message to him tonight. He's another person that I'm sure you guys remember from a long, long time ago. Using the MegaPack, Babatunde. Using the MegaPack. If you don't know Jared Javiator, you missed out on a very good stream. That Anchorage flight is still one of my top favourites, just because of how much fun we're having with PACX. In fact, let me see if we can kind of find the... Well, let's see if we can kind of realise where he's blocked the toilets. This is after departure, when we get onto PACX.
With cabin crew making a few of the cabin crew making their first rounds of the aircrafts.
Nope, not in toilets just yet.
Yeah, so far so good.
So far so good.
Actually, I was going to do last Saturday.
If only we knew what's coming up.
But it's just...
Oh, hang on, was that?
Right, I'm going to have to ban this guy now entirely. It's a shame, but it's just...
Oh yeah, people in chat causing ruckus. You guys always cause problems. Here we go.
It's been that airport food. It must have been that airport food.
I mean, that up... Look at it, look at that!
Gosh, you're all marching down the cabin now.
Look, there's a proper protest and everything in the cabin.
Are they going up the stairs? Are they going to march and charge the upper deck? Is there revolts going on in the cabin?
Yeah, PACX, because this was back when the cabin map was kind of brand new, so there were still kind of teething issues with double-decker aircraft, and the 747 on that occasion was, well, the hell basically. You had passengers locked themselves in the toilets, a revolt on the lower deck of passengers crushing each other to the doors. It was crazy. What a shame. To be fair, I didn't blame it. With the cabin, with the riot going on downstairs, I don't blame him for locking himself up. Still waiting for that Jared match. One day, Batagirl, one day. Maybe I'll do like a I don't know, maybe like a 1 year anniversary special thing. Probably not. But if people are desperate for flipping Jared merch, maybe we'll get it one day. But yeah, that like I say, if you want to watch a stream that is in my like top 5 favourites, that one definitely. Not had any issues with the frame rate, Kendall. I think that's probably just a more Flight Sim's memory leak rather than an actual sim related issue. Right, let's start the descents. Set altitude 8,000. Set altitude 7,000.
7,000 feet.
There we go. So it selects you at a descent rate of about 1,500 feet per minute. Hello ladies and gentlemen, a quick update from the flight deck. We have now started our top ascent and we'll be landing in approximately 20 minutes into our destination of Salvador. About 20 minutes to go. We are expecting to land in straight ahead, so nice and simple approach today. We also come ahead schedule and therefore should get you onto the ground as soon as possible. We'll give you a couple of minutes to get yourself to the toilet, sort yourselves out, but in about 5 or so minutes we'll be switching the seatbelt sign back on to start our approach and landing procedure into Salvador. We have now started the descent, thank you. Come on, PACX, you're better than this. My set sounds 7,200 initially. Is it? Or is it 1,200? Hang on, let me double check my charts. Sorry, 1,700 I need. There you go, that's better. There we go, right. There's our descent sorted. Tooltips in the settings, Justin. It's in the accessibility settings. I am good, Joshua. I am good so far. We've started our descent, and so landing in a couple of minutes. Alright, passing through 30,000. Any good free long haulers? So the 787 from the Premium Deluxe with the 787XH cockpit add-on. There's also the MegaPack A330, which is based on the 320, but with lots of upgrades. A lot of people don't like the MegaPack 330, but for me personally, I like it. I like it. I can understand why it's not everyone's cup of tea, because there's no wing flex, and that seems to be life and death for most people, but I don't get that. No, I like it. I like it. It's not perfect, but as a 330, it does its job, and does its job rather well. It's a very, very light orange glow in the sky left. Not much, really. Not much left. Bit light on the ground from cities and towns and settlements. Yeah, it is late at night. Do you find the A321 good looking? It's based on the FSX 321 model, so admittedly it's not the highest resolution model in the world. But again, it's better than nothing. Really is better than nothing. No, it does not have wing flex, Stephen. It does not have wing flex. We're not flying to El Salvador. Let's go. El Salvador's a country. We're going to the city of Salvador in Brazil. Yeah, the physics can be a bit iffy sometimes, Eden, but if you learn what you're doing with it, it's not bad. Bounces. I've not had a bounce in it, though. I've not had a bounce in it. Any good mods, you know, for Microsoft Lighting that I don't have? I don't know. JS Ribs. I mean, if it's a good mod, I generally tend to download it. There's nothing I can think of on top of my head that I may not have downloaded yet. I'll have to have a think. But for the most part, if it's a good mod, I've got it. Especially if it's a freeware. Especially if it's a freeware. Hello, Gustavo from Brazil, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well, dude. As you can see, we start our descent. It's night time now. It is dark outside, because I can imagine these well, here it's probably just lots of trees and rural places, a few light spots where people live. That actually probably is going to be our destination in Salvador anyway. But for the most part, it is just dark at the moment. Dark, dark, dark. 82 miles to go, 17 minutes on the clock. It's going to be a tight one, I must admit. Tighter than I was expecting. Not terrible. It's a straight-in approach, but I may... No, we'll stick with our descent rates. We'll increase it if we need to. In terms of the ETA right now, showing at 10 minutes, so we have got some time to spare. Yes, Black Scout, this is real time. Does this aircraft have VNAV? No, it doesn't. It holds your altitude, holds constraints, that's about it. We are manually descending, though, admittedly. Going to increase our descent rate slightly, just going to keep us on the descent path. As you can see, it's pretty much straight in, so we get Gev mode onto low Gev, make a round turn, stage onto the localizer, and bring her off into land. So we've got about 50 miles to do 20,000 feet, so spot on. So let's see back on, are they? Ah! Okay, that's very good. Cheers to that. Good spot. 119.35. So runway, LS10 Zulu, perfect. So we've got programs, QNH 1018, information Bravo, 7000 transition, yeah, we're spot on, perfect. Right, 119350. Good spot, dude, good spot. Next SN stream, not sure yet, Evan, not too sure yet. I do need to plan something though for Explain. Don't you feel weird when they speak Portuguese and speak English? Not really, Eden. Why would I feel weird? Fair enough, I'm not Brazilian, therefore flying LATAM Brazil, I'm not maybe the most realistic pilot in the world. Why should I care? I'm enjoying a flight. I'll go anywhere in the world.
Mantenha o nível 090, reporte a 62 milhas. Vai manter o nível de voo 090, reportará 62 milhas. Papa Tango Mike
Let's see that sign back on. Let's get everyone seated again. Feels like I both language. I can imagine that, Back Scout. I can imagine that. Hello there, Salvador approach. This is TAM 3356, sending through flights level 200 inbound Suga.
Turn 3356, radar contact at 57 miles from Salvador. Descend via Azuga 1 Alpha. Arrival ILS Zulu runway 10 to 4,000 feet initially. Turn 3356.
Town 3356 is 57 miles away from Salvador. Approach on runway 10 at Suga 1 Alpha. Arrival. Initial descent down to 4,000 feet. Town 3356. Set altitude 4,000.
Correct.
4,000 feet.
No, go back. Set you. Lemon thing. Right, pull that. Right, let's carry on. So go down to 4,000. Got approach all set. I feel like we're a bit too high. I don't think we are, but I just kind of feel it. So I'll descend. When we hit that low point, I can always go for a minimal descent. Mod Copilot, it's 2 mods. It's VoiceAttack and HTS Aviator. 2 mods.
Passando 90, Gol 872.
Gol 872, serviço radar encerrado. Monitore frequência livre, frequência 122.8.
Oh yeah, IVAO's always busy on the South America, Adam. Always busy down here. Both pilots and ATC. $9,000 by Suga. Okay, so yeah, we are very high. Tell you what, we'll increase our descent rates to 2,500. A bit on the steeper end, as long as we're kind of doing that 3 degrees descent pitch, we're alright. But we'll just speed things on a bit. Chug along bits. Yeah, we're only about 6,000 high. It's not the worst. Not the worst. Is OHA the A320 ETA? It does it already. So, we are arriving at Salvador runway 10. Expected time, 21:56 UTC, 21:56 Zulu. So our ETA is 7 minutes. According to this. So yeah, that there is Salvador. Not that you can really see much of it, I must admit.
Mike Charlie está afastado 62 milhas.
Papa Tango, Mike Charlie, serviço radar encerrado aos 48, monitore frequência livre no 22.8, movou.
Monitorando é livre, obrigado, até a próxima. Mike Charlie.
We've been to Salvador twice, 2013, 2016. That's pretty good and big, if you remember. Very nice.
3356, descend maintain initially 8,000 feet, QNH 1018, traffic at your 10 o'clock, about 2 or 3 miles without contact with Salvador.
Great. TAM 3356 descends down to 8,000 feet, QNH 1018, and we will keep an eye out for the traffic to our 10 o'clock, 2-3 miles. Right, okay, so there's AWOL traffic to our right.
Overtaking the traffic right now. I will clear you in a moment to continue your descent.
Roger that, overtaking now. We shall await clearance for you, TAM 3356. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm going to clear us around the aircraft that's not talking, which is good for us actually. Landing lights on.
Landing lights on.
Just going to bring down 250.
Controle, eu sou 6389.
Cabin crew, 10 minutes landing, 10 minutes.
Por isso que a gente está com o cenário desatualizado. A gente tem a posição 202 até 07 no pátio 3, pátio carga.
Sul, fica a seu critério, comandante. Posição conforme for melhor possível.
Retrato, Sucago 6389, para bom final de semana, boa noite.
Boa noite para você também.
We have begun our final descent into your destination. Flight attendants will be passing
Controle Salvador, boa noite. É o Fly Brasil 2204, se aproximando da área sob o controle do senhor. Cruzando o nível de voo 150 com destino Salvador.
Fly 2204, aguarde.
Right, to prepare aircraft now for its landing setup. Landing systems on and on. 8,000 feet. That's good. So we're now at ATC limited altitude. Anything that happens at this point is down to control to give us lower altitude. Holding 250 knots, so we're levelling off now at 8,000. So far so good. So I can imagine I'm going to send us a bit more to the north of the airport and then kind of loop around coming from the other side.
Then 356, clear to descend to 2,500 feet, 2500 feet. ILS Zulu runway 10, report stabilized.
Descends to 2,500 feet, 2500, and will report when established for time 3356. So we're definitely on the high side right now. I wonder how quickly we can descend. Due speed 200 knots. Can we do this? 10 miles. It's not impossible actually. It's not impossible. We can do it slow enough. We can definitely drop a bit of altitude. Okay, call it a free fall if you want, but if it does the job, it does the job. 1018 sets. Yeah, there you go. Bang on. Flaps position 1.
Fly 2204, controle Salvador, desculpa. Supervisado essa descida via Azuga 1 Alfa e LS Zulu estão no 0. NH 1018, definitivamente 4.000 pés.
Autorizada aproximação Salvador via Azuga 1 Alfa, QNH 1018, autorizado inicialmente para 4.000 pés, o Fly Brasil 2204.
Peço desculpas aí a demora, tem muito tráfego aqui em texto e tá complicado.
Sem problema.
FlightControlReplay loaded as well before I forget.
Obrigado.
So recording that.
Hello, Salvador approach. This is LAN 125, leaving flight level 8000 inbound. Get more.
Confirm the last track.
Flaps position 2.
Flaps 2.
Very pretty approach this, I must say. Very pretty. So our approach speed minimum is going to be 134 approach speed today, so we'll do it all manually, landing 129. 134 will be our minimum approach speed today. I wonder if that aircraft's... nah, probably not. So yeah, still on our own, well, not on our own, but the aircraft that's not contacting, I don't think they're contacting just yet.
Confirm the last track that contact Salvador approach.
Have to know stream. I try to do 3-4 times a week, Adam. I try 3-4 times a week. So the aircraft did the right hand turn on its own.
Hello, Salvador approach.
Runway's in sight. Runway's in sight. So in a couple of moments, we'll be joining the aircraft on the glide slope.
Salvador Control, good evening. Descend via Azuga 1 Alpha, arrival ILS Zulu runway 10, QNH 101 rate,
arm
18.
spoilers.
Report position, Gavin.
Clear to ILS approach runway 10 QNH
Likewise active.
1018, and we are going direct to get more.
Just waiting for the vertical now to hit hits. As soon as it does, on to the approach mode. So might as well do it now. TAM 3356 is established runway 10 at Salvador.
3356 clear to land runway 10 wind 120 degrees at 7 knots.
Clear to land runway 10 TAM 3356. Thank you very much. Right, reduce speed to 134. Landing gear down.
Gear down.
Flaps full.
Flaps extended.
Alright, let's do this, shall we?
Land 125 on the radar vectors for separation, turn your left, heading 020 and descend to 4,000 feet initially, QNH 1018. Expect LS Zulu runway 10.
Yep, slightly messed up, slightly.
Left,
Minimal
heading
fix.
020 and descend to flight level 4000.
We'll do it by hand.
125.
Let's get back onto the glide slope.
Fly to 2204, curva-se esquerda Pro 020, deixa para 6.000 pés, ajuste no 0 no 8, é o número 3 na aproximação.
Cabin crew, seats for landing please. Seats for landing.
20, confirma por gentileza.
020, esquerda 020.
020, esquerda 2204.
So we should be on the localizer. Hasn't quite worked out. So we'll just do it by hand. It's no biggie. We're still on the glide slope. I think it's 3 whites, 1 red. Yeah, 3 whites, 1 red. So not terribly off the glide slope. We can work it out from there. We should be on approach mode.
Did you receive last message to fly heading 020?
There we go. Done it. Cat 3 single. Perfect. Back on the glide slope. So, gear down, 3 greens, flap sets, spoilers arms, cabin secure. We have landing clearance. Pre-land checklist is complete. 1,000. Stable approach. Mispitch attitude set. Autopilot off.
Line 125, Salvador control.
Definitely a bit gusty right now. Definitely a bit gusty, but not too bad.
Reduce to confirm your speed now.
Ah, Dan, welcome.
200 knots.
Roger, maintain 200 knots, stand by for the last vector. You probably overtake the ILS localizer.
Okay, we are going to keep 200 knots, land 125.
Affirm now you are number 2 for landing, 125, stand by.
Interesting trees there, quite low I must admit. Interesting how close you are on the replay.
100, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Right off throttle.
Fly 2204, reduza para 220.
Reduzir para 2209, eu já estou abaixo disso, eu estou
80 knots.
Então pode manter então
60 knots. First is cut. Cut the brakes, that's an illegal turn off there, so you have to go a bit further.
Land 125, descend to 2500 feet, 2500 feet, connect 1018. Clear to turn right, heading... Wait a minute.
Alright, exit runway to the right.
Descend to flight level 2500. And we are now in the localizer, land 125.
Confirm, sir. Descend to 2500 feet, turn right,
Stop, spoilers
heading
down.
120, clear the ILS, Zulu runway 10, report stabilizer.
Now, do we need to backtrack? No, we can taxi, so I think. Hang on, let me refer to the ground charts 2 seconds. TAM at 3356 is clear of runway. Yeah, we can backtrack this way.
On the ground at 01, taxi via Alpha and Juliet 2 to the Apron 1, gate at your discretion, 1035.
Taxi via Alpha onto Juliet 2, Apron 1, Alpha 1 for standard choice. TAM 3356. Thank you very much. Take care and good night. Right, so we can go this way. Thank you to Alfie for the 449. Amazing ending. Thank you very much. We have got a replay, so if you want to watch the replay, then feel free to stick around a bit longer to watch that.
FlyByWire A32NX.
So yeah, this is a taxiway. Ground chart shows this exists, just not in a way Microsoft Flight Sim, but this is a taxiway. This is fully legal we're doing right now. Yeah, landing lights need a bit of sorting. There's a few things that need to be sorted on this aircraft. It's not perfect, but it does its job. It does its job. Right, APU starts. We were 17 seconds late. 17 seconds. I don't have so much fuel. Probably because, yeah, fuel use 1870s. Yeah, we got. How much did we have? Hang on. So we stuck off with 40% fuel tanks. We got 26%. So we used about just under half our fuel tank. It's not. They got that much. It's about right in terms of keeping excess with us. It's about right.
Land 125, we are on the localizer.
So there's one aircraft on short fire now. We'll try and watch their landing as well when we get to gates. There'll be a couple of minutes between us deboarding and the aircraft landing, so we'll keep an eye out.
Wind is at 120 degrees, 7 knots, standing by for landing clear.
So Apron Alpha 1, stand of choice. Poof, another bright flashing light, eh? But not as bad as this. This bright light. Gosh, it gets even brighter and brighter. Yeah, gotta love bloom, eh? Gotta love excessive bloom. So again, don't forget, we have got a replay for understanding, so if you want to see it again, don't go anywhere just yet. We have got a passenger point of view. Well, we'll try and get passenger point of view, aka drone cam. It's not perfect, but it does the job. It does the job. Tron Legacy. Yeah, can't forget the Tron films, right? Is that the aircraft inbound? Yes, there they are. I've actually got a tool to download which actually fixes lighting GVI aircrafts. So that I'm going to download tonight, if all goes to plan. Next 7 though. Yeah, I need to download the lighting fix. There we go. Not bad that. Not bad at all. We'll just take this end stand over here. When the supernova are those lights. Don't downstep your panel. Oof, there we go. Another flashy bright light. Epilepsy warning. If you have epilepsy, I recommend you dim your screen brightness at the very least. Don't go away. Need your views. Just dim your screen.
Land 125 clear to land runway 10, wind 130 degrees.
There's landing clearance. Getting quite busy here all of a sudden.
Clear to land 125.
Landing lights off. Here we go again. These need fixing, these need fixing. I know, right. APU active, engines off. I'll turn on dome light to make my life a bit easier now. Dome light. Go away. Dome lights on. Oh, dome light doesn't work either. Fair enough. I love you, 321, but I think this may be the stream where I now have to officially retire you because you just don't work properly anymore. It's a shame. It's good old aircraft, this, but it just needs a kicking. An update is what it needs. An update. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Salvador. The flight time today was around 1 hour and 20 minutes. Oh, no chrono. Flight time was around 20 minutes. The lowest temperature outside is 25 degrees centigrade, and we landed on time for you, and so we shall be departing, or leaving the aircraft very shortly. We thank you for flying with LATAM Brazil, and we hope to see us again in the very near future, and we wish you a safe home journey. Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross check, please.
Land 125 on the ground at 07 to vacate to your
terrible
right.
Message there. Terrible message, but it's not got the basics of it going.
Vacate to our right, land 1.
So connect jetway to the aircraft, that's no problem. As soon as that's connected, we will dismount the aircraft and get everybody off board. Eric Cycles or default Microsoft Flight Sim, Nishan, because Eric Cycles and Microsoft Flight Sim are automatically updated. So there's no need for you to work on those. Alright, let's expedite deboarding, and let's kick everybody off the aeroplane. There we go. And again, I like the boarding music on the landing as well, just makes it a bit nicer. So go to the co-pilot, thank you, co-pilot.
Confirm it, is everything okay?
Sorry, say English.
Okay, no problem. Taxi via Alpha in Juliet 3 to 811 position at your discretion.
Let me end the flight now and take the report. So, land 3356, A321 from Brasilia to Salvador, 1 hour 20 minute flight time, plan departure 2030, flight 2032, plan arrival 2200, we arrive 2201. 221 passengers, that's about 94%, landing rate 88, flight time 147, so good flight overall. No complaints, I don't think, no complaints. I'll drop the flight report in chat, so if you wish to look at it in more detail, you feel free to do so via the link on the badge in chat. I will disconnect from my mouth now, so thank you very much for the online service. It's really good down here, really good. I need to do more South America flights in the future. Some good service, busy airspaces, can get quite challenging down here. So, that's all good. We'll stop recording the replay, we'll stop recording the Volanta, and let's have a look, shall we? Let's give this replay a go. So, this is where it gets a bit well, it's not really complicated, but because I don't have a dedicated wing view, I have to manually do it from Drone Cam, which takes a few seconds to set up. The scenery down here should be excellent regardless. So try and get the closest possible view, zoom out a bit. So in terms of passenger wing views, this is probably as good as we're going to get, I'm afraid. It's not the prime wing view, but it does the job at least. Right, let's have a look, shall we? So, right side passenger view. At this point we've loaded landing gear, dropping the flaps into number 4 position. Don't remove spoilers, that's for sure. Probably an issue with the fact using some mods, so well, that'll do a job. Right, here you go. So, short final into Salvador. No, flaps pretty standard, Eden. Flaps pretty standard, that. In the A320 CEO, the A321, you do get this slight gap in the lower portion there. That's it. I want to see how close we got to that tree, because that tree seems very high for that approach.
100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Yeah, that was a spot on landing, that. Spot on. Yeah, the A321 does need some rework, especially in its lighting department. It's not a perfect aircraft, I'll never say it is. There are a few things that could certainly be improved, so I don't deny that. I love the aircraft a bit, but it's not perfect. I don't pretend it is. Right, let's have a look at the left-hand passenger landing view. So once again, there's a little bit of lighting down below from the houses and apartments and favelas down below. Yeah, not as good as Tolis. Tolis is class for the Airbus aircraft, Dan. Tolis is class. Right, let's see how close we got to that tree. Because I was concerned actually, did we clip the left engine? Low-key thought we did, so this is kind of my confirmation for that. Yeah, it's not perfect, Ian, it's not perfect lighting in this aircraft. Go short final. Yeah, we avoided the trees. It definitely looks quite close, that.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
And touchdown. Not bad, not bad. No sense line really. Sense line was off, but I can't fault it really. Right, let's have a look at this tree.
100.
So the tree line, if we go back to daytime view, it's definitely close, that. Definitely close. We can bring it back a few frames, slow-mo. That one tree. Fair enough, it's just off to the sides, just off side. I mean, we're pretty much bang on at this point. We're, there you go, 2 red, 2 white. But the top of that tree definitely could do with a trim, admittedly. Can get quite close, that. Can get quite close indeed. Join us live. Famous we finish. Oh, you're on the same flight, are you, Adris? Very nice. How's your trip so far? All going to plan? Any dilemmas in your end? Have a good tail view. Take care, Alfie. You have a good one, dude. You have a good one. It is a good approach, Envy. It's a good approach. Landing views are slightly different, Nishant, because it's a live replay. So it's not pre-recorded in terms of it being a video. It redoes the same landing, and sometimes where it's a minor difference in terms of how it's recorded it, you get slight resolution loss. As a result, slightly different landing rates. But take the initial landing rate of, what is it, like 88, 96 feet per minute, something like that. Use that one as your go-to landing rate. Only because it's a live landing and the resolution is not 100%, do you miss out on a few feet. The replay feature, yes, this is a replay add-on, so it's what's it called? I've got a name now. FS FlightControlReplay we're using, so this is the tool, and I like it. I like it. Not the prettiest, but it does a very good job at actually recording the replays. Here we go, coming into the super low trees. Even there you can see I tip my right hand wing just to make sure I don't hit that tree there. I react to it, it's that bad. You take care, Envy. You have a good one, dude. Good night. Wouldn't like to that playing a crosswind. Oh yes. Yeah, I can imagine that tree's not there in real life. If it is, it's not quite exactly where it is. It was the crosswind then. It was quite gusty. It wasn't terrible. Let's have a look at Runway Cam now. So if I go reset the views a bit, this one. Right, it's distance from the airplane. Turn that off. Increase the speeds. Decrease speed again. Switch over to Australia Cam. And there's our aeroplane. Right, let's have this approach again.
200.
Good night, Raphael. Good night, Ake. Good night, Ultimate Beast. You guys take care.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Not a bad touchdown. Sense line could be worked on, but not a bad touchdown. Not a bad touchdown. Pushback button. It's toolbar pushback at the top there. Toolbar pushback. It's again in the mod. But yeah, overall, not a bad flight, not a bad landing. I can certainly live with it. And yeah, that pretty much brings us to the end of our stream today. So, hope you guys enjoyed the fight. If you did, then do leave a like, do subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back again tomorrow with some more Microsoft Flight Sim action, so do stick around for that. Otherwise, yes, you take care of yourselves. You have a good one, guys, and I'll see you all again in the very near future. Take care, have a good one, and have a good night. Bye bye.